What's good? What's good? What's goody? It's your buzzing cousin Ghost Boogie, B-Boys Underground Forever's episode number 12. Super dope guest. Can't wait to get into this interview. We got special guest Shocace from Denver, Colorado. Got to send out positive vibes and energy to the homie G-Fresh and his missus. Having some issues right now, health-wise, so we're just going to put it at that, leave it at that. Hope you get well soon. Much love. We miss you. Hope positivity prayers out to you. Next, we got the one and only Big Weeze. What's good, fam?
What's going on, y'all? You already know it's the Box State Bully, the Barbarian himself. Ready to get into it with the Bar King Showcase. About to be a great show. Let's get it.
Yes, and speaking of showcases, time, the one and only Shocace. What's good, fam?
What's up? Let's go. What's up?
Yes, what's good, man? So, yo, we'll get into it like this, man. If y'all are new here, we'd appreciate if you would do the couple of things so we can get it out of the way. Make sure you hit that like, hit the follow, hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell to stay current with everything that's going on. B-Boys Underground forever, ever. We do this every single Wednesday night live. You can catch us live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific. Sorry, that feedback was messing with me for a second. I was like, yo. So anyway, much love to everyone. Welcome in. We are B-Boys Underground forever. Super dope guest Shocace. Tell us what's up. Where you from? Who you repping?
Well, what up, everybody? So I'm originally from Shreveport, Louisiana. I actually moved to California when I was around 13. Raised in Cali. Left Cali when I was about 28. And, been to Colorado since. Been to Colorado about 10, 11 years.
Dope. So, what I always like to ask folks, what got you, what was it about hip hop that drew you originally? Like, what was your first thing that drew you that you can remember, your memory of hip hop and saying, yes, more?
Well, what grew me to hip hop was growing up in a city. We grew up in poverty. We grew up poor. Yeah. We used to have to when the lights go out, we couldn't afford to pay the light bill. We used to light up candles.
Yep.
We grew up off government cheese and sugar rice. So growing up in poverty, I related to a lot of the music that talked about what was going on in the inner city and growing up in the hood. And my biggest influence at the time was Tupac. And I related to a lot of the stories he used to tell about, what was going on in our neighborhood, because I was actually living it. So that's my first introduction to hip hop.
Well, I mean, you think about, you mentioned Tupac, and he's still current news right now. He's current headlines right now to this day. And no matter how you feel about him, where you put him in your top whatever list, that's everybody's own personal opinion. The one thing that's undeniable about Tupac is that, he was iconic and was beyond hip hop because of his presence. And the thing that I appreciate about him was that he was an artist who wore his heart on his sleeve. He was all emotion. He was all gas, no brakes. in everything and anything that he did when it was given his opinion about whatever. If he was with something, he was with something. If he wasn't with something, you damn sure know he wasn't with something. But if he was with you, he was with you down to the very end, because you ain't never had a friend like me. Shout out to Tupac. So yes.
It's that Gridlock soundtrack. Never had a friend like me. Yes, sir.
That's yes. What is
Yes,
it
sir.
about? What can you say about Pac? What was it? What would you say your favorite Pac project or song, or what was it about Pac that was for you?
It's funny because two of my favorite artists was definitely Tupac and Biggie. And when the whole feud thing was going on, I really didn't like it because these are two of my favorite artists. I like
Oh
the
yeah.
Tupac because of the realness. He talked about real life, and Tupac was able to get a emotion out of you with a lot of his music, especially his you know deeper positive music, like your Brenda had a baby, and
Yep.
your Dear Mamas, and Keep Your Head Up.
Mhm.
Those are type of the songs that I actually love the most, and I love Biggie because he was a lyricist.
Mm.
So a lot of the inspiration for being the lyricist and the punchlines and metaphors and things of that nature, I kind of gravitated from Biggie. So I liked it, but both of the biggest artists in the world for two different reasons.
Dope.
Who
Weez.
who wins in a versus battle, Biggie or Pac?
Ooh, yes.
Ooh, man,
Yes.
man. I'm gonna have to say, are we judging off of what are we judging off of? Are we judging off of lyrics, or
Nah,
are we judging off of impact? What are
it's
we
a
talking?
it's just
That's a
like the
fair question.
versus. Yeah, it's just like a versus battle. You come with your 10 best tracks versus
Oh.
they 10 best tracks. Who win in
Ooh.
that versus battle?
Mm.
I definitely think Tupac got the bigger catalog.
Oh yeah, by hands down.
Absolutely.
So I think Biggie will run out of songs
Hey,
before
well,
Pac will.
you only gotta bring 10 tracks.
Ooh, you making
So
it hard on me. Ooh, okay.
so
I,
Biggie bringing
I'm gonna
10, Pop
I'm
bringing
gonna
10.
edge Tupac. I'm West Coast, man. I'm from the West, so I'm gonna edge. I'm saying edge.
I
What
feel
about
you.
you? What about you?
Oh,
Who you
Pac
got
all
winning?
day. Pac all day. I was never a Biggie fan.
Oh, really?
Done. Done.
What about you, Ghost?
Yeah. I just heard him say, first off, I just heard I,
Wait, what? Wait, let me ask you a question.
I
Why
heard hit
wasn't
him
you
up
ever a
like
Biggie fan?
I heard him hit him.
I don't
He was,
think Biggie. I mean, Biggie was talented. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Biggie has the body of work to be listed amongst the greats. I know this is a controversial subject. I just, you came out with 2 albums. Your double disc was dope, but you don't have the body of work.
no, he did not have the body of work for sure. I mean, Pac. I mean, just by sheer volume, Pac outworks him, and he has a better. If you had to think about it in a versus battle, I would have to take Edge Pac. But again, I mean, if you think about it like this, though, I mean, Biggie's gonna hit you with that right cross when he drops Juicy, backed up with Big Papa, backed
Oh
up
yeah,
with One More Chance, backed up with Sky's the Limit. But I mean, just you can just get hypnotized. I just there's
Yeah. You can't
10
say
crack
Biggie didn't have hits.
commandments. So I
You
mean,
can't
he's
say he
got
didn't have
body
hits.
blows. He's got body
Biggie.
blows when you come to 10, when you come to a 10 round song. But
Oh
I
yeah,
do also, I'm West Coast. There's nothing like the earthquake of California love.
yeah.
Facts.
Biggie's got hits, but for me, it just didn't resonate like Pac resonated because Pac just wasn't a one trick pony,
No,
and
it was not.
Biggie Pac ran on the tutelage of himself. Pac made the music he wanted to make. Biggie made the music Diddy wanted him to make.
Take that.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
so
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Did this should eventually change the way Tupac started making this music?
Did
yes.
Suge or
Yeah, he influenced it.
So
Yeah, I would
so if Diddy kind of influenced Biggie, we could say should influence Tupac.
Pac had his own creative control. Biggie didn't.
I mean, I agree with that 100% too, because you know how I feel about Mr. Indicted. Anyway, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
It's okay, Boogie. Put up your death row chain. Let them know what you're repping. Still, pull out your death row chain.
It's over here, man. You know,
you already know.
You already know. So.
hey, you gotta change. What did you know? Should?
No.
Okay.
But you know, I did do street work and A&R work with Death Row and stuff like that. So when it was around back in the day, absolutely. I spent time in Miami with Death Row Records when they were at the Impact convention. I had a night that was with the crew. Danny Boy was there a while and out. It was insane. I mean, they how I had my connection with Death Row was with Kevin Black when he was running Death Row as part of things early on. That was around the Dog Food album because I was at a club where they yeah, that's exactly my first was right around that time because it was that, and he even came out and sat in and listened to a bunch of beats out in my car because the club had the doors hadn't opened up yet, and it was dope. So there's a whole story about that. But yeah, I mean, I've always been a West Coast dude. To mention what I was gonna say about when you had said Weeze about Pac was that, you know, he's very multi-dimensional, and you mentioned Shocace about, you know, on so many different levels, you know, the inspirational songs, because if you think about the verses, you got the 10, what are you going to do when you bust out Dear Mama, Keep Your Head Up, like you said, Brenda's Got a Baby. I mean, and then you go into Thug Life and you've got that aggressive stuff, Bury Me a G. I mean, the whole Thug Life album to me, the Thug Life album backed up with the one with Dear Mom, I'm trying with Temptations. What's the name of that album? All Eyes on Me.
Apocalyptic now, or something.
No.
You got me Against the World.
Me Against the World. Thank you. Me Against the World. Yeah, that's the one. So that was the one right there where, honestly, in my opinion, that right there is his masterstroke. Like from Thug Life into that those two albums, and when he got with Easy Mo B, I mean those and had those two albums right there for me are Pac's best in my opinion. Those are my favorites. But the whole catalog's amazing.
Yeah, I gotta say Machiavelli probably my favorite.
Machiavelli's difficult because of the production, because of the mastering. If you listen to it, because I mean, it sounds like you blew your system, especially if you think about what was that, Blasphemy. I remember the first time, because I've got my promo Machiavelli from that back in those days. But yeah, I mean, I was like, something wrong with my needle, something what I was trying to read cues, like what happened to my stuff, because I mean, it's just the EQ, like the way they mastered it, because of the rush and everything that happened, I think, of course, impacted the project for sure. But it's just a shame that they didn't. There's some things that were messy in the post-production that really, if they just would have taken, I mean, they should remaster it. There's no reason why it shouldn't be remastered at this point and cleaned up.
You would think that these guys is making millions of dollars, that being able to afford an engineer shouldn't be an issue, right?
Politics as usual, though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want to say big shout out to Becca Boo is in the house. If you guys are new here, hit that follow button, that likes button, all that stuff. We've got Shocace in the house. We're going to get more into him, less about Pac, but Pac is a big part of you. So,
Yeah, definitely an inspiration. Definitely an inspiration.
And we're both, as you can tell. I mean, I should have a degree and a doctorate in death row and West Coast hip hop. So, because I've spent a lot of time listening and documenting that. So, and that's dope though. But being out there and being in and from South Central and being around it, like, there's a lot of levels to it. I mean, there's just so many levels when you get to the whole LA and West Coast. You got gang culture and everything, right? And people joke about that stuff, and like I try to be as respectful as possible and do not play, because I know people and have seen and been around and know that that's not stuff to play with, So, that's just got to be very, of course, stressful, and shapes who you are and how you approach life and things, right? Talk about, how the West Coast sound and the hip hop culture aspect of your growing up, how that shaped you, and, tell us that story.
Yeah, so definitely when I first, moved to California to LA, I didn't know anything about the gang culture. I'm 13. You know what I'm saying? I always was a
What year was
fighter
that?
though. This was I would say 90, 93, 94.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're right in
yeah.
the thick of it.
Oh yeah, right in the thick of it. So I always, because in Louisiana, you had to know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I remember the first time I got approached, and somebody was like, "Hey, where you from?" And I'm like, "Louisiana." I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I remember the first time I got banged on. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
And just being a Southern guy, uh, uh, being new to the state, I got into a couple fights, and I beat a couple dudes up, and a couple times I was offered to join the gang because I knew how to fight. But I never was a follower, so it's never was me. So I always stay in the lane of, you got your gang bangers in the hood, you got your drug dealers in the hood, but then you got your rappers. So I was always the rapper in the hood. I'm in the neighborhood passing out my CDs. I'm the one on the corners freestyling and getting into battles, and they respected me because I didn't pretend to be someone I wasn't. So I was able to hang around, the gangsters and the G's. Even they even knew, I was a man of God and going to church, and they still allowed me to hang around these gangsters and G's. So I even brought some of the gangsters to church. I'm bringing killers to church because they respected who I was. I was always me.
Word. Weez.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to navigate those kind of street life, especially as a young kid with peer pressure. But like you said, you're a man of your own, and you don't follow. And staying out of that peer pressure is rough, because I understand, being in Watts, it was tough. You lean one way or the other, and if you don't, it's either step on, get stepped on, or you do the stepping, one or the other. So, I mean, big praises to you by avoiding those situations and doing your thing and doing your path.
I didn't live in Watts for like 5 years. I didn't live in the worst hoods.
Oh, man, let me tell you.
I didn't lived in the jungles. I didn't lived in Watts. I didn't lived in, you know what I'm saying? I went to Crenshaw High, so I was around the 60s. You know what I'm saying? My studio was right on Crenshaw Slauson, where Nipsey Hussle talked about his hood all the time.
Yeah.
My studio right down the street from there. So I done lived in the worst hoods, but was able to still, survive.
Yeah, and then like when you was back in then, and you said you was rapping, you hung with the rappers. Like, was you just doing shows? Were you guys just on the corner in the lunch rooms? Just
Yeah, we back then, battle rap is a little bit different now. The platform's a little bit different. The battle rap we do now is, you know who your opponent is, so you prepare 3 rounds for your opponent. You got time to rehearse and things of that nature. But back then we used to somebody used to kick a beat, and then you got to freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And sometimes you don't have to freestyle. It's whoever got the most raps. Saying you want to memorize as many raps as you can, and whoever run out of raps, they lose. You know what I'm saying? So either it was a freestyle battle, or whoever got the most raps win.
Got you.
We used to have
now
what's called ciphers. We have, you got
Yes,
around the rap circle. You know what I'm talking about, Ghost. You remember the rap ciphers? Yeah.
yes,
absolutely. Well, I mean,
I
that's the thing too. They think about this though, because you don't get West Coast doesn't get credit for people having ciphers. That when you say that word, and when you the image that is portrayed the most is that's such an East Coast thing, and there wasn't ciphers that happened in the West Coast. No, I mean the art of hip hop, even though it had its own sound and then it was incorporated with gang culture, and it wasn't like the fast paced East Coast sound, and that boom bap sound, because that was the sound of New York. But the sound of California and the sound of LA was that old school funk, right?
where we had a platform that we used to go to right in the middle of the hood, right down the street from the Crenshaw Mall, called the Project Globe.
Mm.
And all the rappers and the freestylers all used to go to the Project Globe every Thursday night, and that's when you show what you got. So
Mm.
that was our you know place of battling, having ciphers, rocking the stage, and if you was whack, if you rock the stage and do one of your songs and you were whack, they used to scream out, "Please pass the mic, please pass." That was our Apollo. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
yeah,
And I ain't never got to please pass the mic. Put it that way.
It's something about that pressure that
yeah.
makes you special, and it makes, I mean, that's the thing, is that sets people apart that do well and not, because you have to have the confidence in yourself to be able to take that step and say, yeah, I can do this, yeah, I'm nice, and now I'm going to compete in front of people. That's a whole step in the process. Weezer, you getting ready to say something?
Yeah, I mean, you said battle. What made you want to turn into an MC? You went from battling to, going down to, this open mic type situation. When did you make that dedication and go, hey, I want to be an MC. I want to release albums. I want to do some actual tracks.
Well, I wrote my first rap at the age of 13.
Mm.
And I would write what's around me. I call myself the bar king now, but back then, a lot of my raps was about real life and what was going on around me, and how I'm gonna escape the hood. Because when you growing up in that environment, you kind of feel like there's no way out. You'd just be happy to see 21. That's the mindset. So a lot of my earlier raps was about what was going around me. And then once I start getting to the battle culture, my style kind of switched up to being a lyricist. And so I kind of intertwined the two. I still have my real life music, but now I'm trying to see if I could out rap you, if I got the better punchlines as well. So that's how both of my styles develop.
Do you prefer to rap over a beat or a cappella?
I like. Ooh, that's a good one. When it comes to battle rap, I got used to the acapella style of battle rap. Uh, but when it comes to just music, putting out hits, I love doing it with a beat. So it all depends on what style or what we doing. Is this a battle? Is this dropping a song? So because I'm diverse in both, it all depends.
I listened to one of your battles the other day where you were actually rapping over a beat, and it was a pop up battle where you guys battled over the internet. It wasn't an in person battle, and you both rapped over a beat. So, I mean, of course, it's different because to me, rapping over a beat versus battling a cappella. In that battle instance, I feel a cappella, you have more time for punch, you have more time for bars, you have more time for analogies and metaphors when you're trying to ride a beat. In that battle, what do you feel is the difference in the battles? Because I noticed that that's becoming big again now where everyone's rapping over a beat. I just saw Chess and K Shine doing battles over beat the other day. I mean, do you feel like it's going back towards over the beat, or you think the acapella like the URL is still going to stay what's relevant?
I think more and more battle rappers, because you have two type of artists. You have rappers, which consider a rap artist, and then you have a battle rapper, and then you have people that could do both. Not every battle rapper make music or know how to make music or know how to ride a beat.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
But when you have a artist who can ride the beat, do music, and battle rap, that makes you more impactful. So what the battle rappers is trying to do now is prove to the industry we know how to ride a beat. So if you look at the professional battle rappers now, a lot of them are now doing music. They now dropping albums now. It's because they have this stigma that battle rappers can't make songs or can't make hits. Saying anybody could get on a track and do a bunch of punchlines, but can you make a hit? Can you make a song that can hit the radio? You know what I'm saying? Can you make a quality song for the masses? Can you do a song for the ladies? You know what I'm saying? So I consider myself an artist that could do both. I do great music and I battle rap.
Well said.
And part of that is diss songs. See? That's another reason I like Tupac, because when he did "Hit 'Em Up," that was his lyrical side saying, "Look, you might be the lyricist, but let's see if you can top this." So being able to do music, you actually be able to do a quality diss song with the beat. So that's probably what you was listening to. Was a diss track from both of us.
Yes. I mean, I love diss tracks. I think diss tracks make the music industry go round. I mean, I sit on Google every day and I just random name pop up in my head and I just type their name with diss just to see if someone dissed them.
My favorite battle is, I would have to say, Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss.
That's a great one, man.
Yo,
that's a good one.
Top
I like Jay-Z and Nas, but my favorite is Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss.
Facts. Top 5 battle diss of all time. Those two went at it, and even if they were to go at it today, it would still be classic.
You see what Jadakiss did to your boys, right?
Man, you talking about on Versus?
Dipset should never even showed up that day.
Yeah, that was a battle verse. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So he was in battle mode when he dropped that verse.
yeah. That's Kiss, man. They call him the Kiss of Death for a reason. I mean,
Who do you guys think took it?
the Locks.
That
No. I'm
freestyle
saying
alone.
between Jada. I'm sorry to go back to the locks. That was hands down. There was no coming back from that. That was that they did a fatality move in Mortal Kombat in round one. That was finish them. I mean, like that when Jada did that, it was he reached and snatched their souls out of their bodies. Man, that he had the crowd at that point. I mean, it was over. That was he shut it
Yeah,
down. It was just a period. But when you say between you mentioned
Beans,
Jada versus Beans, who
Beanie Siegel took that. Now I believe
Beans.
Jada Kiss
okay,
is the better rapper. Jada Kiss is in my top five, top three, right? But
okay,
if you say who won that diss,
yes,
I have to say Beanie Siegel. Beans won that. You know what I'm
Beans
saying?
all day.
That he just came off too hard, man.
Beans, Beans. The thing is, there's nothing fake about Beans. So when he rapped, he
no.
really was that, and it's hard to take away from that whole state prop movement because they was really about that.
Do you guys feed into the theory that there's a conspiracy theory out there that Jay bought up all the talent and locked them up for the competition and put them underneath, Rockefeller and gave state property this and all
I,
of that. There's that theory out there. What do you guys think that that's just normal internet nerd conspiracy theories, or if there's any validity to that?
I'm gonna tell you why that part of that could be true because back then when Jay had Rockefeller, you had Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent. You got them guys teaming up. Then you had the Locks. Then so everybody was getting their best lineup and their best group, and and,
Definitely
and
can't.
and and it just made great music. So even if Jay was trying to get the best talent, he had other groups that was able to compete.
I think not. I mean, Jay said it, and I say this all the time when I reference Jay. He says, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man."
Man,
And the statement is he saw money, he saw opportunity. And I don't think he was signing talent to overshine him because, again, Showcase said it. Jada, if you wanted to put it lyrically, Jada outshines Jay. That's my opinion. So, I mean, I don't think Jay would want to record label with someone who's going to outshine him, who's better than him. But he saw the Locks as a growing movement, especially what they did with Rough Riders. Dipset and Cameron was moving for many years. State Prop was a whole movement in the whole Philly era that made a lot of noise. It was more
yeah,
business. I don't think it was he was signing competition because if he was assigned a competition, he's literally stuck to the East Coast.
Because
And it was
if you think about it, Memphis Bleak, he was whack to me. That's just my opinion. I, I, I wasn't a Memphis Bleak fan. Don't
I got
judge
no,
me.
no, not a lot of people weren't. Bleak, a
no. That
mill.
was.
He had those artists on there. You were like, how are y'all even
But
signed?
listen, man, when you had a track, I mean, classic Rockefeller to me, of course, is when you've got Jay, Freeway, and Beans on a track. Those three right there. I mean, that right there, if they would like that, all of those songs with those three, they just murderous. They get let's go.
Free,
Yeah, I did
Freeway
like
was a
Freeway.
beast.
I like Freeway
Oh my
because
god,
his style was different. That's why I like
Free
Freeway.
was a beast.
animal on the mic. I mean, his punchlines, he was ferocious when he came through. He was an animal on the mic, man. He just he was chewing bars, man. Like
Yeah,
his delivery was dope. Man, shout out to Beans, because he had all those health problems. I think he's lost a lung,
Yeah.
right? So I
Yeah.
mean, and I see that he's doing interviews again, slowly but surely, and we wish nothing but health and wealth to Beans and getting him back in. I'm happy that he's starting to be part of the culture again.
Well, he's gonna pull a DLC and he's gonna drop an album with the help of AI.
I'm all for it. Bring it on. That and these
Yes.
see if you speak about AI when it is AI that the actual artists themselves are using, that's dope. That's that's I'm for that because it's them, right? They're using their creativity, their vehicle, their voice, and ultimately controlling it. So I'm all for that. What do you think about that Showcase? What do you think about the whole AI thing?
I'm not a fan.
Word?
Um, I don't know. I think having AI, you know, do the music for you. Uh, I just wouldn't be proud of my work as I would if I put in blood, sweat, and tears and did it myself. But for someone like Beans who have health issues, it's understandable. I'm not a fan, but it's understandable.
Got you. Well, I mean, like, because you think about it in Bean's case and the DOC's case, they both do not have the ability or the voice. Doc still has the ability, but his voice is just not there. But giving him the ability to have his original voice, dope. Bean's same situation because he doesn't have the breath and the power because the part of their Freeway and Beans greatness was their voice itself. It
Yes.
stuck out it was so unique. Both of them, right? Their voices cut through, and you knew it was very easy to know that was a Beanie single track or a Freeway track. Or, you could
But
tell.
Beans still has that raspiness. It's a little different, but I heard a few songs that he dropped. After the Learn situation, and it still had that raspy sound to me.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah, his
real.
voice is just not the same as it was. It's very soft spoken now. He doesn't have
Yeah,
that grit and grime. But I mean, as long as he's writing his lyrics, and if AI spitting it, and as long as you're still getting that authentic beams, I'm with the use of AI. I personally, as an artist, don't care for it. I don't think any artist in the industry cares for AI when you love your craft and like you said, you're giving your blood, sweat, and tears. But in his case, understandable. As long as he's still doing all of the writing, I'm all for it.
yep, exactly. If it's the artists themselves utilizing those tools, just like any type of plugin that you use on a computer to make, a virtual VST or anything that you use to make music these days with, right? I'm looking at it as the same thing for them, right? To give them that ability. They're not using AI to generate bars or anything like that. At least we hope, right?
Right, right.
Right,
Shame
right.
on you if you are.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I've never been a fan of ghostwriting.
okay.
Um, Everything that I ever put out has been from me. I do believe that if me and Big Weez wrote a song the other day, and we bounced off ideas, and I believe that you could work with an artist and bounce off ideas. But as far as someone just writing your verses for you, I've never been a
Yeah,
fan of ghostwriting.
word. I
Well,
don't think there's
I
many people that are.
no.
Go ahead. Sorry, we.
Nah, I've I've ghost written for a lot of people. I'm not gonna name names because it's not fair to them to take away any credit for them. But I mean, I've ghost written for a lot of people, a lot of artists. Primarily a lot of them have been female artists. When it comes to songwriting, I mean, everybody knows that most songs are ghost written anyway. It's not like there's not a lot of female artists that write their own music. I mean,
especially pop music,
right?
R&B.
Besides, I mean, Shocace's wife, I think she writes her own music. And there's not many that do though. So in that aspect, I've done it. It's a paycheck, So I mean, not proud of it, because it's.
Oh no,
no,
I definitely would ghostwrite for another artist.
Oh yeah,
I would never let an artist ghostwrite for me.
Okay.
yeah. So I would definitely ghostwrite for another artist. You know what I'm saying? And plus,
it's
depending on what style they want, I could write according to their style. So I love ghostwriting for other people. I just could never have I like, for example, everybody say Drake has ghostwriters, but he's one of the biggest artists in the world. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how you can have that title of being the greatest or the biggest artist in the world and you have ghostwriters. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's a big argument against Drake, right? So,
not a fan.
You're not a fan of Drake?
Nope.
I think past our generation.
When Drake want to spit some bars, he can spit some bars. He got a few diss tracks in his belt too.
Yeah, but they were somebody else's words.
You think do you think all of his material goes written?
Hey, like you.
Hey man, he gonna dish you on Instagram, man. I ain't trying to catch no Drake. I ain't trying to look Drake, man. Salute.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, no. All power to the movement. He do what he do. I just, I'm a strong believer in realness in rap and in hip hop, and I just don't think he embodies realness. And for me, I have an offense to anyone who gets on tracks and is just fake about everything they rap about.
When you say fake, here's an example of what I think is fake, right? If you ever hear a track from Shocace, and I'm talking about I'm this big gangster, I'm killing everybody, I'm from this hood, and you know me, that would be fake. A lot of Drake music is like singing. So when you say fake, what do you mean as far as him pretending?
I'm not going to get into the whole Drake situation again. Again, controversial. I do love this platform called B-Boys Underground Forever. He does, he has that ability to snap fingers and get things shut down because of who he is.
Yeah, man, you gonna be up. Drake's in Denver. Like, oh shit.
So we next topic.
yeah. I mean, there's a song out there called "Blurped Up" that I did. If you're interested, where I discuss why I don't like Drake in that song. If you're interested in hearing it, y'all just let me know.
I would listen to that off record.
But to each his own. Every artist has their artist they like. Just because I don't like them, don't mean the next person don't like them.
Well, that's the thing. And I think also that's a generational thing. I think Drake is of the younger generation, right?
Yeah. We old school,
right? So I mean, Tupac doesn't mean anything to them like it means to us.
Right.
Just the way that we went on for the first 15 minutes of this
show
talking about, because we all talked about Tupac and was like, we all, he impacted us and that. So, I mean, there's other people that look at Drake and his quality of his catalog of work and his success, regardless of what you think about the content itself. His success speaks for itself.
It does.
And his ability to sustain that success. That's another thing too. So besides, I mean, like, dude,
I got a question. How you guys feel about another thing I don't like? How you feel about mumble rap?
Ooh.
You know
All right,
what?
I'll go ahead.
There's a few artists that actually made it through that are not bad. I mean, I think it's the new wave, and as you know, hip hop is generational. So once one sound catches on, everybody does that sound until the next sound catches on. Mumble rap is just an era that we had to go through. As you see, it's weeding itself out and it's bleeding away. Um, but you have those artists that made it through the mumble rap that are successful, that are getting respected by a lot of the old heads like 21 Savage. Notice that dude's featuring on real tracks with real lyricists and real hip hop artists because he was able to make it through that wave. I mean, when's the last time you heard of a track from like Lil Yachty? You know what I'm saying? So that whole era is Shiner's way because guess what? The real hip hop artists have made their way back and they've made their presence known. And it's generationally, they do this every decade where a new sound will come in and it'll be whack to everybody who was old school, who grew up on the old, and then they will reinvent themselves back into the industry and it shuts it down.
Yes.
But
You
again,
agree, Ghost?
respect to all
So
artists doing it.
I will say that the mumble rap period was very difficult for me because, of course, what I had going on in my life when that was being prevalent, I was, a father of two, and because I had twins, and there was a lot going on, and I just honestly had felt like hip hop had passed me. So I kind of, I just, there was nothing in my life at that moment that I could associate or relate to, and the sound of it, I just didn't catch it. Now, so I kind of tuned out and went back and just kind of focused on, because it's also around that era was the streaming platforms becoming prevalent. So what I took that time when it was hot, because I wasn't DJing or anything like that, I was listening to all my old school stuff and going wider in my search into different types of music and going just down different paths. And because never at any point in time had I ever had access to all the music at once, right? So being a lover of music, I just went and found what I was feeling with and what was resonating with me. I will say though, as becoming an active DJ streamer, but actually having to going out and doing gigs and needing to know this music, I have connected and found like, oh, it was me. I was just not in a place where I could really pay the attention to the evolution that music had made at that point, because it was a humongous evolution. And one of my boys broke it down to me the best, like the whole mumble rap, but kind of like emo, like era of like your Pop Smokes and stuff. He broke it down to like how hip hop had become so diverse that just like rock music branched out to like alternative and like heavy metal and all these different, you have this emo and this type of music, right? New metal, if all these different genres, that's pretty much what has happened in hip hop, right? Hip hop has grown that there's so many different things. And he was like, yo, these kids right here really, they're not even on some gangster shit anymore. They're on some emotional stuff and they're talking about their feelings. And it's like an emo version of rap. And these other kids are like kind of like these electronic artists and your alternative kids that have, that's their approach and their mindset. And it really helped me go back because I got trapped in that, in an old head thinking, and thinking about when I was young and it was open to everything, I had closed stuff down. So just becoming more open to music and being able to embrace it, I've connected with it. So before I said, I would have said, before 2020, I would have said it killed hip hop and destroyed everything that I loved. Now I will say that I absolutely love and respect the folks that continue to do this culture, and for the folks that are trying to be unique and you're doing your thing, do it. do it. All it does will add to it. So it'll add to the culture. Do it, and if it's something other people can get down and appreciate, then do it, man. There's nothing better than the joy of being able to do something with music and share it with people and have other people dig what you're doing, man. There's nothing better than that experience, and that's how I've connected with people throughout my entire life. So I don't care, man. Go out there, do it. Just do it.
Well,
Like Nike.
you just, the way you broke it down just gave me a different perspective on it. I always been a mumble rap killer. I got many songs where I'm going at them, but you just broke it down and gave me a different perspective. So I appreciate that.
I mean, it's just, unity of hip hop. Go ahead, Weasel. You're gonna say something.
What did Snoop say there? Hey, it was the new boom bam bap. It's just their cadence. Think about when you were a teenager, Boogie and Shocace. Listen to the hip hop that we listened to versus the era before ours. It was different from then. And then think
It's
about the
Christmas
era.
time in Hollis Queen.
Hop, hip, hip, hip.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, you can see how, like I said, generationally, hip hop changes. And like Boogie said, it crosses over into so many different genres. But, I felt like at the time, mumble rap took a step back because it embodied everything in hip hop that hip hop made fun of. Because if you really look at mumble rap, and like you said, the goth and emu aspect of it, the tight jeans, the shirts, the fingernails, that's what the punk rock was doing in the 80s. And yet we was making fun of that whole look, but then we adapted that look while the rock generation adapted our look. So it's generations repeating itself just in different forms. And mumble rap, I think, was a necessity for hip hop. I think it was needed because it also has changed the platform of hip hop to where our favorite artists are now making music again because they felt like it was needed to be prevalent in the industry again. So I welcome mumble rap because it brings all the lyricists and the MCs back out.
Yep. I mean, everything just comes around and it goes in cycles. So I mean, it's really cool to see because we've got 50 years of it, and we've been able to see the evolution of this into this big tree. It is no longer, a branch of whatever you want to say where it came from. I mean, it's its own tree, and it's the tree that's sustaining the music industry for the last 30 plus years for sure, because it's influenced everything. Your most successful country artists have hip hop beats now. Country music has hip hop in it, y'all. I'd have never in a million years would have ever thought that there would have been Little Dirk with all these crazy ass country artists and all of these different crossovers, Nelly, and I mean it's just ridiculous, the crossover and how much it's impacted everything. So that's the thing, that reason why starting this podcast and this show was another way to show and pay homage to the fact that, look, it's so huge. There's so much to talk about, and still just be under hip hop. We could talk about anything, and there's anything that we talk about, you could talk about in the past 50 years, how hip hop has influenced everything. So getting back to Shocace though.
Yes.
Now, what I wanted to ask you was, or definitely, you're a battle rapper and you're Christian, right? So you've got with being in hip hop and being a Christian or a man of faith, right? There is, for me, kind of this tug in between the two, right? Because, Hip hop is raw. It's real. It deals with real stuff. It's deals with it in the nitty grittiest, rawest of fashion, right? But it's still poetry and beautiful, and it's still telling a story of emotion and pain and whatever it may be, joy, whatever, right? But there's that between. How do you as a man of faith, how do you balance that act?
Well, one way I'm able to balance it is because I didn't grow up in the church. I grew up in the streets. I grew up in the projects. I grew up around the culture. So when I got saved and gave my life to God, I never gave up who I was, and God also never allowed me to give up hip hop. He allowed me to use it. If you watch some of my battles, I actually have the ability to bring the gospel into the battle, which is very difficult to do. To get in the battle, be competitive, but still, represent your faith and be who you are. And I think I found that medium
Mm,
of being able to outbar you, then try to save you. Yeah. So
mm.
a lot of my third rounds, you know, I go into to my gospel bag. I'm saying I'm gonna kill you the first two rounds, but that third round, let me see if I can talk to your soul. So I think I was able to you know being a street dude and a man of God, find that medium.
Dope.
Yeah, a lot of people find it hard to find that balance, especially when you got another man in your face
Mm.
yelling at you, talking bad about you. And like they don't understand from your perspective. You got someone talking gun bars. You got someone talking about your family. You got someone talking about you. How do you maintain that calmness as the man standing literally within spitting distance of another man talking at you?
Great question.
Well, lately it's been difficult because battle rap has changed tremendously. I think the integrity and moral aspect of battling has changed. What made me fall in love originally with battle rap because it was about who could rap the best. Like I got more bars than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
the bar king, so I'm gonna prove I can out rap you. Now there's other aspects that's into it. Now it's about who's more gangster, who could be more disrespectful, or who could expose who.
Yeah.
Even if you I don't know if you guys watch what goes on in the battle rap industry with the pros.
I do.
It's about audio being dropped. You know what I'm saying? Who sleeping with who? It's crazy. It has nothing to do with battle rap anymore. So it makes you kind of like back up from the sport because what made me start battle rapping is the competitiveness of it. Is I'm a better lyricist. It's just a
Yeah.
lot of avenues to it that doesn't have any morals or values anymore. I saw one battle rapper took a sheet of the Bible and rolled a blunt with it.
Mm.
So you
Mm.
you know how disrespectful that could be for someone like
Oh
like
yeah.
like me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so I think it's changing to me for the worse,
I got you.
and I'm kind of losing interest more and more in battle rap and going a little bit harder with the music because the music of hip hop has never changed in my eyes. If you make great music, you make great music. And it has nothing to do with how disrespectful you are. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got to be a gangster to make great music. So I'm always gonna fall in love with the culture of music. It's just battle rapping is getting kind of weird for me now.
Well,
Gotcha.
good for you. We actually have some of your battles.
Oh, really?
and we can prove that point that we just discussed here about being able to bring the gospel into the battle. We actually.
Which one you want to pull up, Weez, out of the ones that you sent me?
So I found all of your battles, by the way. You know,
hey, do not play the ones I lost. Any battles I lost, do not play those. All right.
Well, that's just it. Is I don't know what battles you lost. I just do my research on every guest that we have on the show, and I dig into the bags and the crates, and I find what I can find. So, there you tell us, because more than likely I found it. So you should play a battle.
Well, you just pour one up.
All right, there we go.
Which one? So let's see here. I can pull up. I'm gonna go off to the first one that's at the top of the page. This is Shocace versus One Life, hosted by Spoken Worlds. Is that one that you know, Shocace?
Yep, I know that one.
So give us a little bit of insight before we get into it.
So this battle is a recent battle by Voss. VO. VO the Face is from a Body Bags battle. And I kind of jumped between Body Bags and Colorado Rap. Those are the two main Colorado battle leagues. I have got battles on both platforms. So this is my return battle with VO the Face, Body Bags.
Cool. So let's I've got this right here. Let's get this going. Fast forward it a little bit to get to you part.
Christian rapper, right? Well, this prophecy's been foretold. You better look to the heavens and pray for your soul, because I heard that Roland Grant is a holy man. No. Roland Grant is a lonely man. This dude's as sweet as cereal. I like to call him Golden Grant. He's the type to hit up a dude on OnlyFans because he hopes he can hold his hand walking along the ocean sands of this Christian stolen land. Yeah. Now I know what you people like to say, that you gotta stay strong and pray that evil away. But we all know that most pastors and ministers are secretly gay. And to find one who's not is like finding a needle in hay. Let's go. Hey. Make some motherfucking noise, y'all.
Round one, part two.
It's on Shocace. Let's go.
When VO told me I was making my return to Body Bags, I was beyond hype. I'm thinking my battle back could be Capital, maybe PG, even a rematch of usually be a fun fight. Let's go. Maybe Keys or Kuma. No. Me and Spoken Word would be done nice.
Yeah.
But all the battle rappers he could have gave me,
who I give you?
He decided to give me one.
Let's go.
A racist alcoholic who tells a bunch of jokes when he spit his raps. When you walk around with big t-shirts, payless shoes, and a Fisher hat. Boy, I let a pistol clap. Cold War Whippy Goldberg. In other words, I shoot him just to see how his sister acts. The Bar King is back. And I'll prove you're a racist because I don't got to make up facts. Let's play Swear to God. Swear to God, 5 years ago, you ain't called somebody a nigga in a Facebook chat. No. A headshot to leave his family ruined. If I make this crack of wine, I ain't talking community. If you say the N-word tonight, I really hope you know what you're doing. Because I would have so many black people surrounding you, it'll look like a family reunion.
Thanks. Thanks.
Listen, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all need to keep him away from every child. Because not only do he got the swagger of a homeless man, he looked like he needs to register as a pedophile. And y'all want to know what's even scarier? I was watching TV the other day, and I saw him on an episode of Chris Hansen, How to Catch Me a Predator. Which one of y'all think Jordan is? Y'all putting Ricky against the MC who got Michael Jordan's skills. Any disrespect to get Jordan killed. When they asked me that I want this battle, I should have said nope. Faster than Jordan Peele. My boy is
Okay.
I'm unstoppable. To beat me, go be more than an obstacle. Even Tom Cruise know that Mission Impossible. See daytime TV. Ask me what that means.
What that mean?
To protect all my children, I give them one life to live in a general hospital. One life, you're not a thug. You're not a blood, and you no way crippin'. You never find him in the streets. You actually find him at a lake spending the whole day fishing. Y'all ain't seen a black man do a white man this bad since the murder trial with O.J. Simpson. And don't play victim. Because I put this man in a hurt. If this was a fist fight, I have him panicking worse. If I swing in this man and get hurt, I would slap you mid-rap, one punch, and make this kid never die an Amber Alert. Just I'm a man in the church. But none of them church angles manage to work. But you're going to convince them I'm doing something wrong because I put God in my family first. Random. There's a rumor going on. I heard there's a black battle rapper that slept with a white battle rapper's mother. Body bags, is that true?
No.
That did not happen. And I heard that white battle rapper is not that black battle rapper's stepson. What the fuck? One life. Is that you? Bro, you let another battle rapper sleep with your mother? That's wild to me. I don't want to hear any bars about you letting your tech blast.
Did not
Now you sound like a child to me. I don't even want to battle him no more. I'd rather go battle his stepdad. Dog, don't preach to me any gun bars. Because I don't even believe you know how to hold a weapon. But I hope you came up with a whole bunch of jokes today, because in round 2, we're going to have a little roasting session.
Yeah. Make some noise, y'all.
Round 1, though. Woo!
Yo, I like that Jordan Peele bar.
You like that?
Nope.
The movie Nope. That was dope. I mean, he was already confused with his outfit. I'm not gonna knock him or diss him, but he was confused with his outfit. He was repping the state. I get it. But I mean,
sometimes when I battle at body bags, they keep their killers away from me, and you know I ain't mad at them.
yeah, it was rough round 1 for him because his round 1 was very short. You know, he tried to.
Well, I think I cut him. I thought
that's fine.
Yeah.
His bars just they weren't active enough, you know, and they just weren't active.
A competitive battle that I found that was real competitive was on the Mars Battle League. It was in Florida. It was against a guy named COVID.
I found that one too.
Yeah, that one is a little bit more competitive because it's kind of like bars against aggression. Like, you know, I love battling guys with a lot of aggression because, you know, it's a challenge for me because these guys, they all up in your face. They tough guys. And I have to withstand battling a guy who, you know, think he's a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's a competitive battle right there.
I'm trying to find that one. You've got
It's
it.
like
You sent that in email.
Showcase versus COVID.
Yeah.
Versus COVID?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, like me, I love battle rap. I love the culture. I watch battle rap probably every day. You know, one of my favorite battle rappers is Briz Rothstein because of that aggressive, hype nature, in your face, animated. But as a person, I couldn't do it because it's going to take everything in me not to slap you.
Yeah,
Because like,
they get real disrespectful now. And that's one of the reasons. I kind of battle rap now for a hobby. I never really took it to the next level. There's a lot of politics with battle rap. So if you go to a battle league, what they want you to do is pay to be on their platform. And if you don't know the right people, you're not going to get the right doors open. So if I want to battle a well-known person, I'm not going to get this well-known person because I rap great. I'm going to get this well-known person because they gave me their price and I'm willing to pay for this well-known name. And so it's a lot of politics to it now.
Yeah, politics is usual. Wow. But it's about paying. It's no different than getting a feature on the album you want nowadays with battle rap.
Yeah. True.
You want to battle someone, this is my fee to battle. Whether you're going to beat me or I'm going to lose, they still get in the bag while you trying to earn your respective name.
You basically paying for their views because if I pay to battle a big time battle rapper who get thousands of views, basically I'm paying to get that exposure to be seen. And
that's it. Well, and you know, this is an industry, regardless on both sides, battle or rapping, where you know you got to pay to play. You know, it takes money to make money in the industry. You pay for your engineers, you pay for your beats, you pay for your production. I that part I get, but I'm not going to pay another man to stand in my face and disrespect me because that.
In a way, though, you know the thing that you're talking about, though. Think about it like this, though. Like it's like cards to me. So we were talking, before the show, we connected over cards. Now, when I look at playing poker, right, or playing bid whist or spades or whatever cards it is, in a way, I'm talking shit. I'm disrespectful. There's fights over cards. There's emotions over cards, and that was a way of through cards being just that same type of mentality of like I'm gonna beat you into the ground and, and abuse you and make that I'm gonna get over on you mentality of battle rap. Though it's the same thing with everything like that right. I appreciate about battle rap though. So it's that the emotion into it, the personality. I could never do it. No. I don't. It's difficult to think of have someone come across. Now I did have, and I found that Shocace versus COVID. COVID goes first. We gonna play his verse, or do we just get into?
That'll work.
So play COVID's verse first, or do we just want to fast forward into
Shocace? Yeah, you can play him first just to see the aggression. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He's real rah, and then you can kind of compare that. Okay, who won this round? Is it the aggression or is it the bars?
Absolutely. And I just want to take a quick moment to say shout out. We got a bunch of folks checking in. We got the top of the hour. We got Maurice in the house. Salute from Canada. We got Mad Ways. Mad Ways will be our guest. He's our first guest in February. Season 2 coming up. So dope artist out of LA as well. Out of Southgate. So to be more specific. So shout out to Mad Ways, Maurice, and Psycho Beta Beatdown. Salute. If you're new here, of course, everyone hit that follow, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Get down with us. We're in the middle of our interview with Shocace, battle rapper. We've got a dope, this little preview that I did just queuing this up. This looks like this is going to be a good, this definitely looks like this is going to be one of them.
Let's get into it.
You already know what it is. Favorite sort of being GQ to Ember. CTR23, check the round radio. Mayflowers. Shout out to the sponsors, Valiant Nights Records and the Moss Delton Show. Make some noise if you're ready for some fire. I got my co-host in the building.
You know what it is, underappreciated and overdressed.
RC Sniper, one shot. Bang! If you love hip hop, let me hear you say ah! It's not a game. We out here, bars battling. Let's go, man. Yeah. Battler to my left. Introduce yourself.
It's your boy Shocace, aka the Bar King, aka the Hood Evangelist. I'm putting on for 3 states: Shreveport, Louisiana, LA, California, and Aurora, Colorado. Let's go.
Okay. Make some noise. Hey. And on my right side, introduce yourself, bro.
Big Gauge, us, Southside, 804, COVID B. The boogeyman don't scare you, they go get me. I leave a nose-size hole in your forehead piece. Your third eye, get the wicked from the forehead grease. I am the one, nigga.
Yeah!
All that. Yeah.
Who came the furthest? We don't got a coin. We broke.
I'm from Colorado, so I don't know.
Who you want? Who you want to go first?
You go first.
There you go. Man, tell that shit. The boogeyman. Let's get it.
I was supposed to battle a nigga from Florida. You know, where there's school legits. But it's you they sent. I said, cool, let's spit. Soon as I grab my MC, hammer time, I'm too legit. Tell my hand, spring, fire, ring, pin, listen. Clips is too expensive. Fuck his head up like that one bitch. You know when your wife flew in? God damn it, that ruler spit. This chubby checker make your doodle twist. Weapon pull. I'll put you on a pedestal. I'll move the bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Walk in your house, put a hawk in your mouth, and I'm out. Bitch ass nigga, I don't want to hear no street shit from you. Cause I'll beat the street out you. Then I'll make some street shit from it. You clogging up battle rap. They had to call in the street plumber. Big gun. Run the block and do street numbers. You ain't no gangster. Bitch ass. Hoe ass. Fuck ass nigga. Stupid ass. Goof ass. Can't keep a full ass nigga. Baby, I don't want you to hear nothing he gotta say. I don't want to sleep on the couch. She in the car. Why you leave your whole ass, nigga? You weaker than a motherfucker. Heard you fucking your kids, mom? I'm about to beat up me a motherfucker. You got the wrong nigga in mind when you think you gonna do something, nigga.
Wake up.
You talking to the gangster, not a gangster. Do something, nigga. You ain't killed one body. Fuck you gonna do with me? You a G? I got a cool release. The Toolie piece. Take the silence off. Hello, the Toolie speak.
Yeah.
Do you understand the situation you in, my son? Because I don't think you do. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Nobody. Who knew? Now say knock, knock.
Who's there?
You supposed to say nigga who? Now I'm going to rewind it so the real niggas in the room can get in the mood. I say knock, knock.
Nigga who?
Shit, a nigga with a Glock shot, a nigga too. Look how quick I get rid of you. Your condition critical. Big gauge. Knock his head. Clean off. If the metal missed the T, I pity fools.
Like that.
Violent in. Grab him by his neck and go across his chest with my eyes closed. Look like I'm playing the world side violin. Go B&B. The boogeyman don't scare you, they go get me. I leave a nose-size hole in his forehead piece. The third eye, get the wicked. From the forehead grease, I'm the one. Nigga.
Let's go make some noise for that shit.
I like that.
All right.
right. Bottom of the first, man. Let's get it. It's on you.
He spent half of his round talking about my wife. I'm gonna tell y'all why he's a phony nigga. He hit me up on Messenger and said his wife left him and got a divorce. Why would I take marriage advice from a miserable, lonely nigga? Shocace versus, bro, you mean to tell me your mama really named you Paris? First of all, let's start with the fact that I really hate your name.
You give a fuck?
Have y'all ever called another grown man delicious? We're calling another grown man Paris is kind of the same old thing. You mean to tell me you 30 plus and it never crossed your mind to change your name? You the only battle rapper I know where everybody gotta say pause before we say your name. Stay in your lane. If I let that games go bang, a headshot will knock fragments of your brains in your stomach. Now y'all could literally change this name to Crane. I'm about to change the game.
That's fine.
And I'm not here to get personal with you. I'm only here to spit bars. So let's not make this a personal issue. If you do get personal, I take out a personal pistol with a bullet so big, it would shoot through you, bounce off of the wall, ricochet off your homegirl head, then hit every other person that's with you. All of my verses official. All of my verses official. In fact, I've been impeccable lately. Because when it comes to battle rap, I come in the ring with so many powers, I can't control them all like that Incredibles, baby. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Hey. Paris is crazy if you think a gun don't stay on me. I'm a predator. A full-grown grizzly bear couldn't prey on me. A rare breed like ARP. When I can't squeeze, a headshot would put his face in a box like a state ID. Why you steal that dog? The way I crafted these flows, all of my verses should be written on an actual scroll. My punchlines expose your mind like the impact of an asteroid attacking the globe. How y'all got a problem with a pastor that battle rap when he actually cold? But it's okay for battle rappers to boo-boo on stage and come to rap events dressed in Dracula clothes. Bro, you are not a hustler. I do not believe you packing the O's or cooking crack on the stove. That's less believable than saying Michael Jackson had an actual nose, to be honest with you. Hey. To be honest with you, when I think of Paris, I do not think of a gangster who sold rocks and keys, got a lot of cheese, and quick to let it pop and squeeze.
What you think of?
I think of family vacations, fancy resorts, Ferris rides, and shopping sprees. Hey, bro, stop it, please. If you ain't never lived in a project, and you can't talk to me, dummy. I'm from an era where we got government cheese in a box and our food stamp looking like Monopoly. But let me guess. Let me guess. You a gangster, right? You a gangster, right? What you gonna do, send your little gang to get me? Well, I was raised in South Central LA. So I hope you did your research and history. Because where I'm from, even walking down the street is risky. In my hood, cutters not allowed like black folks going inside of white folks' bathrooms in the 60s. Bro, you can miss me trying to diss me using gun bars against me. I don't even believe you even know how to hold a weapon. But I hope you came enough with them teeth jokes, because in round 2, we're going to have a little roasting session.
So
round 1, Victor.
He came out. His intro just was. It was more hypey than his intro was harder than his whole round 1.
Correct. That's what I was thinking. It was because I was like, man, he's coming out. Yeah, exactly. And then it was like, only thing he did was like kind of like make it uncomfortably close. You know what I mean? Thinking that I was going to catch COVID if I were you. Like, bro, you all right here, man. Why you trying to kiss my neck, dude?
Well, you can see that. You can tell the progression. He had a pre-written, and somewhere he forgot it. In the middle of that, you can hear he forgot it. now, and then he tried to bring
this
me
why I
back
gave him
at-
props on though. Because he admit that throughout the battle he forgot some of his rhymes. What I liked about it was he was able to freestyle and keep going. Now that's hard to do.
Yes,
Because
it
a
is.
lot of people, if they forget they round, they on stage looking stupid, and then you got to cut and go to the next person. But if you can kind of keep going and freestyle, that's what that freestyle ability comes in place.
Yeah. So, do we want to get into round 2? Because
Let's go to round 3. Let's see what gospel round look like. If we
all
could
right,
skip
so
to
round
round
3.
3,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
see
find it.
how I intertwine the gospel and the battle rap.
Give me a second, y'all. Give me a moment. You guys chop it up for a moment while I try to find round 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real because I listen to a lot of battle rap. I watch a lot of battle rap, and the whole time to myself, I kept thinking this dude shouldn't battle rap. like, and it goes to say what I was saying earlier. Like, I miss the conceited. I miss, you know what I'm saying? Where it was just all punches. Now everyone wants to be rah and dig out their Onyx bag.
Disrespectful, aggression. That's what battle rap is now. Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, I have it up now. Let's see here. This is round 3.
No sound. Boogie. No sound.
Yeah, I think we're missing the sound.
You can't hear sound?
No sound.
My apologies. My apologies for fumbling the bag on that one. Let's see here.
It happens.
Yeah.
What up, Herbs?
Herbs 1 in the house. Salute. We got Mad Ways, Herbs 1.
Just left. Very last advice out in front of the preacher.
There we go.
I said they put them on cam. That mean I got them in the view. You question God in front of preacher man. I said, what the nigga do? He said he lied on me. Branched out and relied on me. But God don't like ugly when I'm hungry, so now he lying eternal for not bearing fruit. Oh, you didn't think my thoughts heard the snickers of what would Jesus do? You know that fig tree shit. I'm telling revolt. Told your girl, walk away. If she ever look back, it's assault. We going through a lot. Should I kill her or not? You're killing my mood. Tell your mother R. Kelly. And if she no to Beasley too. This way you don't smoke weed before the battle. You repeat part of your first. Then you cut the nigga in half and stuff him with the filler. That's when the parting get worse. You go outside, you get some sand, you take a shit in it. You put it in his heart where it hurt. Had pieces missing. It was holy shit. He was missing Jesus in it. I'm trying to feel you, son. Let me talk to your soul. The real you, son. See, the reason why the real you done is because I'm here to steal you, son, and to steal you, son, all over the place. Look like wall art. I have your shirt over there on the pool table. Your hat over there on the bar. Your shoes, well, let's just say your clothes spread out everywhere, neatly decorated. It'll look like Walmart. Lower prices. You know what'll happen if I lower myself? Slow advice shit. He got to pick it up later. They gonna pick it up later. Rap, man.
All right. Make some noise, boys. Bottom of third, it's on you, baby.
First round, I gave you bars. Second round, I showed you I could get hostile with you. Third round, It's about time I share the gospel with you.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They say battle rap is getting dangerous now. That's because everybody want to prove that they actually hard. And it's sad. Because a lot of these battle rappers are talented. But they don't even realize that they actually stars. They say you got to live what you rap. Just to prove to the fans this is who you actually are. Well, the reason I decided to battle rap is to turn the culture back around, give God all the glory, and bring everything back to the bar. See, I'm a different type of Christian. See, Paris, I am really from the hood. I remember them late nights having no food in my stomach. Fake niggas want to stay in the hood just to prove they hard. Real niggas is trying to move actually from it. Bro, what you know about going to school in poverty, you can't afford clothes, so you never was looking nice.
Everything.
You go home and ask what's for dinner, your only options is serve sandwiches and sugar rice. I'm a different type of Christian. See, my dad was a drug dealer. He left when I was young. Do y'all believe in a parallel universe? Well, I do. The only thing he knew how to do was sell drugs and blaze a gun. And it's ironic because he had the ability to sell drugs before the sun was even raised. But then even have the ability to raise his son. I am a different type of Christian. My mama had a nervous breakdown when I was 13. Seeing her shake on the floor really made me panic. And it's crazy because she went from being normal to taking medication every day and becoming bipolar and schizophrenic. I'm a different... You probably had a normal childhood growing up. Me and my sisters and brothers, we was often abused. When you was bad, your mama probably put you on punishment. My mama used to beat us with a house full of tools, broomsticks, extinction cords. One time I got stuck in my mouth till I was lost and confused. So you can't tell me nothing about these streets. If you ain't never seen what I seen, been through what I've been through, or ever took a walk in my shoes, but what you gonna say to me? I'm a Christian with gun bars, predictable. Another church angle, typical. Bro, when I use gun bars, that don't mean I'm really gonna shoot you. I'm just being creative and lyrical. Stop taking everything so literal. Don't you understand battle rap is a business now? Why we got it messing up by getting violent and physical? See, I can use these bars to get rid of you. You wanna know why I don't believe you're a tough guy? Because I'm really from a place in the street that you're not from. Bro, living in poverty with lack of jobs and no opportunities, that is actually not fun. And y'all need to stop thinking church folks don't got guns.
Facts.
And don't assume and y'all need to stop thinking church folks don't got guns. And don't assume because I'm a Christian now in my past, I ain't never actually shot one. So if being the best battle rapper is what you want to do, bro, I really hope you reach that goal. But I'm not trying to beat you in this battle. I'd rather introduce you to Christ and save your soul.
Good shit, baby. Good shit, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, I like that.
If that's actually this is one of the ones that I used for the ad or the TikTok reel for the advertisement for this episode, was that I listened to this like 5 times.
Yeah, so I kind of try to lead the battle with some type of message to stick to who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I always deliver that in my third round.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. And I appreciate that's the thing. Like, what I appreciate is the fact that your story, your journey, and everything like that. From the maturity, the progression in your life, and how it shows growth and who you were in the 90s compared to who you are in the 2020s, right? There's a big contrast, but everything that's happened in between then, makes who you are, you, right? And that's who we all are, right? So tell us a little bit more, because I'd love to get into, like, what was the first time that you decided that you actually got in, you had started, writing, of course, at some point in your process. Tell us about, all right, I'm going to actually start battling. And when was that?
The battling came a couple years later. The writing came first. I remember I started taking music seriously when I was homeless. It seemed like the best music comes out of a real place. It comes out of pain, or comes out of trial and tribulation. So that's when I started taking music more seriously. When I was homeless, I would just write about what I was going through every day. The battle rapping came when I was in high school, and we started having the rap ciphers, and I started off as a freestyler. And as a freestyler, we used to just throw words in the air, and you'll be able to have that ability to freestyle about whatever word that somebody just throw up in the air, and you just freestyle, or you start freestyling about your environment, or what's around you. So everything as far as battle came from freestyling.
Freestyling.
Yep.
Freestyling.
But
I like that word.
Hey, you grabbed some of that music, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think my music is more impactful than my battle raps. And I really consider myself a artist, and even though I'm an independent artist, I think I make very, very quality music. Sam.
Go ahead,
please.
No,
So I got one of the ones that I was digging on was Bar School. So I'm gonna get that queued up. Tell us about the making of this. Go ahead, please.
No, go ahead, Boogie. While you was pulling that up, I was gonna tell them about the bar.
Talk. Yeah.
So the Bar School, because I like the fact that you filmed it at a school.
You like the concept?
The whole concept.
Yeah.
And the intro of teaching them what a simile is. A lot of people don't know what that is. And
right. They don't know what a metaphor is, what a simile is, a double entendre, a punchline.
Yeah, no, I appreciated that part, because like when I make music, I try to explain to people, watch this punchline, watch this metaphor, and they're like, well, that went over my head. What's because you wasn't listening.
Right. And you know what? Actually, I think that the dopest bars is the ones that go over people's head. And sometimes you got to dumb it down for people, especially when you battle rapping, because when you on a big stage and you got thousands of people in the audience, they don't want to think. So if you saying bars that go over their head, you might get booed, because they might go home and watch it later on camera and be like, "Oh, I get it now." But sometimes you gotta dumb it down for them. But the most creative bars is the ones that go over people's head and they get like 5 days later or something.
Yeah.
Yo, so I do have Bar School queued up and ready to go. Let's get into it.
Hey, A1. Hello, fellas. I'd like to welcome you guys to Bar School. At this school, you're going to learn how to rap. It's a lot of things you're going to learn. Metaphors, similes, punchlines, double entendres. There any questions? Got any gangster rap? No, man, that's down the street. That's gangster school. This Bar School. Only bars. You cool with that? Gotcha. Yes, metaphors. Yep. So basically, a metaphor is anything you compare without using the word like an ass. For example, I'm a beast. Now, a simile is using comparisons using the word like an ad or ass. I'm dope like crack. You got it?
Got it.
Got it. Follow me.
Yeah, it's your boy Shocace. Let's get it. Mixtape Volume 1, The Bar King. I don't think they ready. I like to walk me all the bar school. It's Shocace in the place where Captain go hard. We open up a school for you cats who got no bars. We the champs and it's time for us to coach y'all. When it comes to rap, I got it stamped like a postcard. Oh Lord, the Bar King is back. I'm using battle rap to put my team on the map. Paul Bunyan with the bars, and I'm swinging the axe. About to chop down the MCs who think they can rap. It's a rap, cause most of y'all ain't no thugs. You get me mad and I'ma snap like a Thanos glove. When I'm around y'all, I don't feel no love. I keep a shotgun with me like Elmer Fudd. Bars, you ain't never met a cat that sick. Think COVID, I'm not the one you wanna contact with. Shocace #1, that's it. All my fans wanna know I ain't signed me a contract yet. Case, we the teachers in this rap profession, and we came here to give you a lesson. Welcome to bar school, we the best, ain't no need for guessing. So listen up, class in session. This is bar school, we the teachers in this rap profession, and we came here to give you a lesson. Welcome to bar school, we the best, ain't no need for guessing. So listen up, class in session. This is bar school, bar school, bar school, bar school.
They say I'm popping now, I guess I'm popular. I love the views from where I'm at with no binoculars. And ain't nobody stopping us cause me and Shocace on the rise. He laced the beat with fresh 16s and now we leave it posterized. Like ha ha, I had to laugh, going hard and that's the facts. Flip the game like acrobats, he like you curse, we swung the best. We rap, we sing, we praise our God. Yeah, we hear some different raps going down in history. It's looking like y'all skipped that class. Hey Shocace,
Yes, sir.
let's do it.
Let's go.
And it's about time that we check that time, cause the hands on the clock don't care about us. And hey, for the homies that stuck on the block and the rest of the world ain't prepared for us. We gotta get it the only way that we know how. Meet me in the church and I bet you that it be going down. Here to take the streets back, all that violence keep that. Bar King and the bar beast, we here to take the streets back. Like ha ha, had to laugh again. So many losses, time for a win. Lord, please forgive them for they know not what they do. Every bar I spit is savage, it belong up in the zoo. You could catch me in the booth, every word I spit is truth. They say the sky the limit, you could catch us on the moon. Yeah, Romans 12:2 teaches me not to conform. My whole life has been transformed. I'm the calm before the storm. You have been warned, my heart is torn. R.I.P. now watch me mourn. You have been warned, my heart is torn. R.I.P. now watch me mourn. Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
I ain't here to play games. I'm a grown man who walk with a sword in my hand like Conan. You washed up like Lizzie Lohan. I'm so cold in the summertime, I could build a snowman. The streets say I got a gift with the quotes. You got no fans, it's like your air conditioner broke. Listen, folks, when Shocace fitted is dope, you couldn't hang with me or both our necks were stuck in a rope. Bars, Shocace is ready for action, cause I'm ready to go platinum now that I'm here with the captain. I'm dope with the rapping, plus I'm getting it cracking. You so soft, I could beat you to death with a napkin. I ride with goons like a carpool. These dudes will draw on your face like art school. My punchlines knock you off your bar stool. Wanna know how? Come to my bar school. We the teachers in this rap profession, and we came here to give you a lesson. Welcome to bar school. We the best, ain't no need for guessing. So listen up, class in session. This is bar school. We the teachers in this rap profession, and we came here to give you a lesson. Welcome to bar school. We the best, ain't no need for guessing. So listen up, class in session. This is bar school, bar school, bar school.
Yeah, 4.0 in bar school, baby. I got an A+. Pockets on D's, like rappers flattered in A cups. No bluff, I'm straight shots. Bar game flawless. So every verse I spit is like 100 alcoholics, huh? Flow hard, and I give it to them gift wrap. 16 bars, I give them 4 Kit Kats. Class in session, so you better pay attention, or you gon' be in detention. Get out of here on suspension. Got a whole lot of punches. You don't want this fade. They don't do the whole work, they gon' fail in this grade. Any beat you put me on, bro, you know I'm a spaz. Prison bars, you would think I was from Alcatraz. I'm on point, like the hair that Alfalfa had. All the real spitters know I'm nice, they can vouch for that. If you ain't got bars, you can study for me. Graduated summa cum laude. I got that degree.
Your brother-in-law's a fool.
If you notice, I don't curse in my battles, and I don't curse in my music.
Yes, sir.
I like
And that's hard. That's hard. That's hard to do.
That was one of the questions that I had, like what that I was meaning, as far as also how do you, when you manage being a Christian and a battle rapper and and an active participant in hip hop. It's hard to deliver those type of bars without profanity. I mean, you have to expand your vocabulary, doesn't it?
Yeah, you definitely have to expand your vocabulary. Because when I first started doing hip hop, I used to curse in everything. I got albums on YouTube that's still on YouTube where if you listen to it, I'm cussing all through the album. So you kind of hear the growth if you listen to some of my past stuff.
Absolutely.
I like that, man. I rocks with Titanic. I've been rocking with Titanic over a decade. That's my guy.
I didn't know you know Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic. We go back over a decade, man. But Titanic is a grinder, man. He's been doing it for a long time. Put some respect on his name because Titanic do go hard.
Facts.
So shout out to Titanic. Yeah, that's my guy. Boogie, you good with your audio?
Yes, sir.
Yep, there you go.
Got it. Yes, sir. So, check this out, man. Which is the next one that you want to get into?
I did. Let's go to what I really do. What I really do is do music that tug on your heart. Now the bars, I love the bars. That's great. But the music I really do really hit you here. I'm saying some real life music. So let's go to we can either go to Confessions of a Ghetto Child, or we could go to Good Enough.
Let's see here.
And what was the basis behind Confessions of a Ghetto Child?
Confessions of a Ghetto Child is basically about growing up in LA, growing up around gang violence and the things I've seen and what I survived and basically where I come from. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So got it queued up and ready to go. Confessions of a Ghetto Child. There's not a component to
and
it.
This is featured my homeboy PG. PG is another well-known battle rapper. Actually, PG, he's a little famous now. Hitman Holla got his own show. Yep. PG is one of the battle rappers that's in the mansion.
Salute.
Battling for money. Saying.
Yeah, we learned about PG last week. His battle against Youngin.
Yeah. Yep. This song.
We still got to get into that.
Yeah, this song is featured with PG.
Word. So we've got this queued up and ready to go. Confessions of a Ghetto Child.
I was raised with the rats and roaches. I'm from a place where the gangbangers clap them toasters. A southern nigga who grew up in Cali. At 13, I saw a fiend shoot up in the alley. Drug dealers on the corner selling crack rocks. The cops come so they hide them in they black socks. Niggas dying on them back blocks. In the same projects where I learned how to slap box. A man of God, but I used to be lost. When I hear that I'm saved, they start thinking I'm soft. They can't judge me or walk on my shoes. Another murder happened every time I turn on the news. Where I'm from, it's like they want us to fail. Most of my homeboys are dead or they locked in jail. But the storm only lasts for a little while. The confessions of a ghetto child. They don't know I'm from the hood, so I'm misunderstood. The confessions of a ghetto child. They don't know what I've been through. They can't walk in my shoes. The confessions of a ghetto child. They don't see the things I see, but they keep judging me. The confessions of a ghetto child. I pray the Lord my soul to keep, 'cause you can die in these streets.
Yes.
The confessions of a ghetto child.
In this white man's world, I'm just a black boy. Ghetto gospel church in the wild. We had Pastor Troy. Long as his digits on the missions, we was all aboard. Niggas who was known to get it cooking like olive oil. Wandered off that straight path, no COVID in a face mask. Your fault if the play bad. Ounces, quarters, eights, half could die over name brand. Those in your same class, in a blink it came fast. Tell them, yo, I ain't mad. Look, it was hard to sort out, cause it was sort of rugged. They went from pushing it to snorting substance. Either you gon' fold or you stay 100. Shots singing background like LaToya Lucky. My older sister, I used to think, yo, LaToya Lucky. We was hitting licks way before the Scullies. Hustling for a bucket, I know this ain't it. Ghetto child who grew up too quick. I confess.
They don't know I'm from the hood, so I'm misunderstood. The confessions of a ghetto child. They don't know what I've been through. They can't walk in my shoes. The confessions of a ghetto child. They don't see the things I see, but they keep judging me. The confessions of a ghetto child. I pray the Lord my soul to keep, 'cause you can die in these streets. The confessions of a ghetto child. I'm from a place where the Crips and Bloods in the war. A couple churches, but a whole bunch of liquor stores. Nobody fighting no more, so they rather shoot. They sell drugs in pursuit to make a lot of loot. Women sell their body parts cause they know they cute. Forget a full-time job, they rather prostitute. They make babies, but they don't want to father you. Child support make more than the mothers do. The government get paid when we get arrested. They use the jail industry as part of their investments. Lack of jobs got us living up in poverty. To survive, they commit a lot of robberies. Single mothers trying to raise men on their own. We get raised when the father's up in the home. Abandonment got us feeling like we all alone. And they wonder why we act up when we grown. They don't know I'm from the hood, so I'm misunderstood. The confessions of a ghetto child. They don't know what I've been through. They can't walk in my shoes. The confessions of a ghetto child. They don't see the things I see, but they keep judging me. The confessions of a ghetto child. I pray the Lord my soul to keep, 'cause you can die in these streets. The confessions of a ghetto child.
Man, salute. I like that one.
Appreciate it.
I would say that's probably one of my favorites that you have out.
I appreciate it.
Who produced that?
Actually, my homeboy produced that one. I got a few producers that
shout him out. What's his name?
Yeah, I got a homeboy, Young Venom. He's one of the producers that I work with. I got a homeboy, Prevail Infinite. He's another one that I work with. So I got a few underground producers that I work with.
So shout out to them, man. That's that one right there for sure. That whole everybody on that brought it for sure.
Yeah, you definitely dug in your Pac bag on that one, reaching to the masses. Talk about your life, bro. I appreciate that one a lot.
Yeah.
And what was the other one that you mentioned? My apologies. I got to get that queued up. Like you tell us.
It's called Good Enough. This is in my spiritual bag. It's called Good Enough.
Go ahead and say what you're going to say. My apologies for cutting you off.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I try to be pretty diverse. I remember when artists used to put out albums, they give you a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? So I still try to bring that old school feel where if I drop an album, you go get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's going to be diverse. Man. So.
Word. So I found that, got that. This is a video. Why don't you tell us? Because this is a long video. So why don't you tell us everything about this? Like, what can you do to set us up and prepare us that you want us to know ahead of time going into this? Set the stage for the folks about what they're getting ready to see with this.
So basically, this video is me and my homeboy. We some street dudes. You know what I'm saying? We got invited to this church, and we don't know about church. You know what I'm saying? We think, these people are judgmental as soon as we walk in. Matter of fact, we about to drink a couple shooters before we even walk into church. You know what I'm saying? And then we end up walking in, and they embraced us and gave us love. You know what I'm saying? And basically, this song is about, no matter what you go through in your life, no matter what mistakes you made, you good enough for God. You're always you might think you're not good enough, but you're good enough.
Yeah, salute. This is one of those ones that I was checking out before the show and played a couple of times too. So I'm happy that you brought this one up because I was going to bring it up if you didn't. So check this out. Good Enough Showcase featuring Precise.
All right, man. Now, I don't really do the church thing.
Man, I don't know if I want to go in here myself, brother. I don't know, man. It's I'm sure God mad at me, bro.
As long as they don't judge us, then we good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't know. I might need something to take the nervousness off.
Hey, I got
what you got, man? Hey, you got one for me?
Man, you know what, man? We can't shooter in church, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that.
All right.
Hey, it don't touch it. Hey, I'm a peep out the scenery.
All right. Hey,
if they friendly, I'll call you and let you know it's cool. If not, we gone.
Hey, I might come back. I might come in there, but I don't know. I don't know, brother.
Hey,
I don't know.
If I come back, man.
Right. We gone.
Yeah,
we gone.
All
right.
Don't touch my shooter.
I can't promise you that. All right, welcome. How you doing? All right. God bless you, young man. God bless you too. Yes, sir. Come on in. Yeah. Doing well? Good to see you. Come on in, man. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Church, please put your hands together for a presentation by Tika White.
Giving my best, I wonder if I'm good enough. Should I stay, should I go, I don't know. Giving my best, I don't feel like I'm good enough. Should I stay, should I go, I don't know.
I just pulled up to the church service. I'm scared to go in because I'm kinda nervous. All the men is wearing they bet suits. I'm in a white tee, Nikes on, in a sweatsuit. Last night a bunch of friends came over. I got drunk and I had a hangover. Church about to start, but I'm still in the parking lot. My life for the sin. Do I really got the heart to stop? I got addictions and I ain't even proud of. Am I really good enough to have God love? I walked in feeling like a worthless thug. All of a sudden, a usher gave me a hug. I walk around and folks were dressed like me. I realized these people was just like me. The love that I felt made tears start to fall. So I gave my life to Christ doing altar call.
Give it my best. I wonder if I'm should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Give it my best. I wonder if I'm should I stay? Should I go? I don't know.
See, the devil hopped all in my earlobe. He was talking, but was talking through my fears, though. I kept quiet, I veered low. I prayed hard with tears, though. I said, God, will I ever be good enough? Sometimes I just feel like I stood you up. I made mistakes, then made them again. Please forgive me, Lord. I'm covered in sin. I'm supposed to be your bride, and it's killing me inside, but I can't be left behind, Lord. But it's killing me in silence. The world is so cold, I mean, look at all the violence. The world is like Gomorrah and Sodom, so the world is gonna fall, even as Sodom. Yeah, we need a rep for this foul nation, but sometimes I question my salvation.
Give it my best. I wonder should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Give it my best. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know.
Christ died for me, but I'm hardly worth it. I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm far from perfect. So much sin, I'm afraid to show my face. Even in my disobedience, He showed His grace. The way my life is headed, there for early fate. I just prayed that I make it through them pearly gates. One ear to the streets and one ear to the reverend. 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in the heavens. Feel like my mind in prison. When I start sinning, I become a contradiction. When wifey give advice, I refuse to listen. I even try to ignore God's conviction. But His love so strong, I can't resist it. So I'm on my knees again, seeking God forgiveness. I'm thankful that His Son is risen. But the hardest thing I ever done in life was become a Christian.
Giving my best. I wonder if I'm good enough. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Giving my best. I don't feel like I'm good enough. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Should I stay? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know.
His resurrection was to give us life, amen. He put sin to death, and He rose to provide new life, amen. Every single day of our lives, we should ask ourselves, am I acting like a dead man? Am I acting like a dead woman? Because God's not putting something dead back together again. He has given us life. He's given us a purpose and a newness in life, never to die again. So let me ask you one last time. God's elect, are you ready to take off your grave clothes? Amen.
Should I stay? Should I stay? Should I go?
I stay? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know.
Yes, I like the edits in that video. Whoever shot that video, blessings to them because that was a good video. Quality.
Shouts out to C Hope. That's a homegirl, C Hope.
The track, the sound on it, the mixing, the mastering, that's all well polished. That's dope.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. See, my real purpose now in music is to change lives. That's why I feel, it's a calling now. So I still like to have fun. I'm gonna still give you bars, but this is type of music what I'm called to do. So it's a little bit different when it's a calling and it's a purpose behind it.
In a time when negativity rules, it's difficult to create and carve a path that goes against the grain with positive messages, right? And it puts an easy target on your back, and a very quick dismissal as well, because and I'm gonna tell the truth, and this is no disrespect. It's there's been times early on when gospel rap, I just didn't connect with it. It didn't feel genuine, right? So and it's difficult for me to listen to it sometimes, because sometimes it just doesn't seem like they're genuine with it and authentic with their message. With you, on the other hand, with everything that I've listened to and coming up very much an authentic individual human, much love to you for cutting through and carving your own path and doing something that's uniquely you. And in a world where it's real easy to conform, to fit in, you're trying to do something your own way. So salute to you on that. And what is it that that helps you? Like, what is it that drives you to have this message, to put this message out? Like, what is it? What is your why now?
So I used to, just like everybody else, I wanted to be rich and famous, right?
Yeah.
I wanted, I wanted the fame, I wanted the money. I used to want the women. I wanted it all. And when I gave my life to God, right? I remember a conversation I had with him, and he said, I want you to now look for the one. So instead of looking for the thousands and thousands of people to reach, look for the one. If you can impact one person, you made it. You're successful. So now when I, everything I do, whether it's a play, whether it's music, I try to reach that one person. If multiple people, be impacted, I didn't over succeed. I'm over successful. But if I could get that one, it changed my whole mindset.
Word. That's Pan, one of the homies. Salute to Shocace. You should check out Stan Walker's new music video. I Am for American Movie Origin. It was done.
Stan Walker, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out.
Salute. Thank you so much for checking in. Yeah, man, that there's just a lot that I'm trying to process and think. Help me out. What do you got? What do you got, Weez?
Yeah, I like the message that you bring, because it's not about reaching the masses. It's about planting seeds, and as they grow, they plant seeds. It's from one another to another, and that's what the gospel is about, is planting seeds, because you don't have to reach them. You just got to plant the seed. They will grow on their own.
My job ain't to water it. Hey, you got some wisdom there, Weez. My job ain't to water it. I just plant it. I let God do the watering and growing. I just plant. I'm a spiritual farmer. That's it.
That's it. And it's good to have you on the show, based on the fact that we've had a lot of different artists, but we've not. And I don't like to do labels when it comes to categorizing artists, because I don't like the label Christian rapper.
Right.
But
yeah,
I do appreciate you being on the show to show us that there's more to hip hop than just guns, drugs, violence, women, partying, money. There is another side. There is a gospel rap that also can reach the masses just as equal to anything you hear on the radios. And this is what hip hop is about, because there is so many entities within hip hop that make hip hop what it is. And that's why
I think the difference between me and other Christian artists is I'm part of the streets. So when I deliver it, I'm gonna deliver it in a way that they can receive it. It's not gonna be from a judgmental standpoint. It's gonna be, I'm just like y'all. So I could go out there. You think my pastor could go in the hood and try to reach the gangsters and the thugs? No, he'd be scared to death. But I can. I feel comfortable when I go to the hood and I'm around the gangsters. I've been around them all my life, so I feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel I'm one of them. So I'm able to reach, areas and neighborhoods that most ministers can't go or touch.
Yeah.
Well, and what makes your music different is you touch on your experiences with the Lord versus opposing your opinion and your self up on them, saying you need to follow this path. You just
this is my testimony. This is my life.
And that's what separates yours from the others. Like Boogie said, he had it like I did too in the beginning. I didn't like it. I listened to the Lecrae's and all those guys.
See, it just didn't feel right, man. This was on some other. Yeah, please continue.
Because it's their way of telling you how you're supposed to live your life, as opposed to you're not dawning upon everyone saying this is what you need to do. This is the way it's supposed to be. No, this is just my story, my life.
Yeah. I'm probably a bigger sinner than a sinner.
Hey, we all do. We was born into this life of sin, right?
Right.
The one thing that I wanted to ask and always ask is, if you had to give up a summary of your life at this very moment, what would be the one piece of advice and wisdom that you could give to someone that's in their whatever part of their journey in life? What's the one thing that once you learned really helped you grow? There's those stumbling blocks. There's those things that it just trips you up or whatever, and it takes a while for you to learn. And that's human, right? We just all stumble on different things. We trip on different stuff. Thinking about your journey and everything like that. And if you were able to give and bless everybody with a piece of advice and game,
I would say losing is a myth. Like any loss that you ever had in your life is actually a lesson. It's a learning lesson. So any mistakes you make or any wrong choices that you make, you learn from it. You don't condemn yourself. You don't be hard on yourself. You forgive yourself and you ask yourself, okay, I'm going through this right now. Obviously, because there's certain decisions and choices that I did and I made. What can I learn from this? So when that situation comes back around, you remember that lesson and you'll be able to handle that situation a little bit different. So I would say any loss that you experience in your life, look at it as a learning lesson. Learn from it, grow from it. So when it come back around, you know how to handle that situation differently, because it's gonna come back around. Because sometimes God will send you through that same storm because you ain't learning. so you go keep bumping your head over and over again until you finally learn from it. So learn from your mistakes. There's no losses. There's always lessons.
You know, I was just you you said some things that I think I just said last week to my son verbatim.
Wow.
And the message is fear of failure is the worst enemy, because failing is doing and learning, and failing is living. You know, because you're always, if you're not learning, you're not living. There's always a lesson to be learned, and there's always things that you can try and do, that you can force yourself to do, and give yourself grace, like you said, when you fail. But the only way you're going to learn and get better is you fail at it until you get better, and that's practice, right? So
wow.
So
that's confirmation, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's one of the biggest things, is giving yourself grace and allowing yourself to fail, and and keep it moving, and that's called perseverance, right? So
my wife fussing at me. I'm almost done, sweetheart.
yes, we can actually wrap it up. That's not a problem. I'm glad we were able to get that in.
Hey, that, you know what, that is crazy how that is confirmation of what you told your son. That means you told him exactly the right thing, man. I believe everything comes in confirmation. If somebody tells me something, I wait for the confirmation. You know what I'm saying? And you just got your confirmation. So that's deep.
Yes, sir.
Well, we are parting on this journey here with you, Shocace. You said that it's all a lesson, and you like to give lessons. So how about you part us with a lesson in bars on our way out and give us a 16?
Yo. When it comes to spitting bars, this the hardest. I got a handicapped mouth because I spit retarded. And I'm going to get this regardless. Why these broke rappers in the store trying to shoplift at Target? I walk by and strip your wallet, put that 9 to leave holes in your clothes like a stripper body. If you ever try to diss this artist, get your face melt like a vampire being dipped in garlic. See, I'm known as the poetry wizard. Plus that yellow brick road send them home like Dorothy slippers. No respect for authority figures. I'm so cool, I can walk around in basketball shorts in a blizzard. No coat, no shoes, just a mic and a torch. So my fans gave me 25 mics to the source. But the haters don't like me, of course. They just mad because I'm tighter than policemen and biker shorts. See, I'm a grown man, put them games away. I made Denzel afraid of a training day. I got a 12 gauge that can turn your brain like, hey, you the punk because the clique that you claim is gay. So you dealing with the best because my raps is wicked. Chop your feet off and I dare you to ask to kick it. How do I expect to lose? No mud on my floor, so I advise y'all to check your shoes. Winter fresh, so my breath is cool. So when I talk to women, they pay attention like a test in school. Y'all rappers better wake up quick. It's like I got lipstick all on my ass. Do I make up? Shh. I treat women like boogers. I just take my pick and leave you without a date for you to break up with. See, you gotta be strong to do this. These niggas whack on earth. I'd rather die and do a song with Jesus. Bar King. Shocace. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for real.
Well, yo.
Nice
salute to you. Yes. So, yo, we shout outs. We're going to get into, first and foremost, Shocace. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this today. Great interview, great show. Thank you again. Much love. Shout outs.
You guys have a good night.
Yes.
Peace.
Yes. Salute. Big Wee, shout outs.
Hey, shout out to everybody around me. The new year's coming around the corner, so I hope everybody has a safe, fun, blessed new year. Hopefully you guys set them goals and you achieve them for the next upcoming year. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my wife. Thank you to B-Boys Underground. Big up to Fresh. Hope everything works out for you, brother. Things get better. Prayers your way.
Absolutely. Well, that was a dope episode. Much love to Shocace. Salute. Much love, Becca Boo. Thank you so much for stopping in. Ngatu, thank you so much for stopping in. Everybody that checked in, much love to you. I do want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Yes, there's a lot coming up. We've got a lot coming up. So we're coming up on the conclusion of season 1. And then season 2 will start again on January 31st. We have one more episode, correct, Weez?
Yes. We got beat makers coming in the building to play beats and instrumental for everybody. So it'll be, we have 2 beat makers. We have Candidate Law Beats and Mystic Comics coming in to slap some bass on you.
Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to this one too, man. Hey, shout out to Big Weez. So, truth be told, Big Weez pretty much stacked the entire deck for this season. I had one guest, Fresh had a guest, and then, but Big Weez, thank you. Thank you to Fresh. Thank you, Big Weez, for getting all these dope artists on here. We're working on season 2, and season 2 looks to be a good one. We keep on growing. So we got a lot going. So stay tuned for that. And with that being said, yes, I want to say thank you to my wife. Thank you to my children. Wasn't for my family, they letting me do this. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be on the air. And again, thank you, Fresh. Big love to the missus, and shout out to my Usual Suspects family. You can check me out live tomorrow night, Usual Suspects Sesh. It is for mature audiences only. Mature audiences, immature minds. So come through. If you like the sesh, grab your favorite plant, grab your favorite liquid, sit back, relax with the Usual Suspects. I'm Ghost Boogie for G Fresh and for Big Weez. Much love to you. Peace.